Yo, what's going on, guys? K7 here with another video, and in today's video we're gonna be going over Luke. So today's the Luke guide. I put off this guide for a little bit because I've been under the weather a bit. I'm still feeling a little sick, but I thought I'd get out the video anyway because I want this to be out as soon as possible. I feel like people are not really I don't see too many Lukes. I could be wrong. There could be like a billion Luke players, and I'm just not running into them in ranked. But either way, I want to make a guide basically showcasing how to play the character. But before we get started, I want to say leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys always make these guides go crazy. You guys always, like and share the video, so I appreciate it. But let's get into it. So Luke, he's one of the I guess the new face of the game, right? Like the newest Shoto that they have. So like Ken and Ryu are like the typical Shotos, but Luke here is, I guess, the new poster boy that they're trying to implement in the game. That being said, they made this character pretty strong. I think he is honestly one of the strongest characters in the game, coupled with like the best dash range. I think in the game, like one of the best. I think Jury's dash range is slightly better than his, but he's like really not far behind. He has solid combo damage, solid corner carry. Pretty much his combos are, I wouldn't say too easy. Like they're a little bit timing restricted just slightly, but they are pretty easy to do. But yeah, they made this character really strong. So starting off, I'm gonna talk about his light buttons and some uses. So stand light punch, 7 frames. It is his main target combo, so I guess they wanted this to be for like, I guess, newer players. You get on the game, you want to play Luke, I could do 1 2 3, boom, I got a combo, right? Pretty average stuff, pretty standard. Also, something to take note of, you can do the target combo into your supers. I'm pretty sure any super works. Yeah, you can do level 1, level 2, or level 3. Anything works. Pretty easy for newer players to just get on and press some buttons with. But as for those of you who are like slightly higher level players, like intermediate, getting to advanced, this is not something you should be doing too much. It is a target combo you can use when you get like a nice little light punish though. But on block, you don't really want to use it. Jab by itself is -3, and you can't galling it like other stand jabs in the game. Like I guess Jamie, for instance. Jamie's not really a good example either because he can't. He also has a stand jab target combo, but someone like Ken, where he can like spam stand light or whatever, this is not the button you want to be doing that for. As your crouch light, so you can like spam it. This is 4-framer also, so it's 4-frame crouch and light jab. More things to know about the target combo. Everything after the first hit is unsafe. Second hit's -9. Third hit is -14. So the further you go into the target combo, the more unsafe it gets. But you can keep yourself safe by doing medium flash knuckle, or sorry, not medium flash knuckle. Medium sandblast. That's what it is. I forgot the name for a second. A medium sandblast. It leaves you -4 at this range. They cannot jab punish you, so in that range you are safe. You can do heavy flash knuckle, but they can jab out if they're mashing, and you also can get drive impacted if you do this. So I'll make them drive impact on block. So after third hit, they'll do drive impact. So you could pretty much drive impact any follow up after the 1 2 3. Except for 2, I believe. So right here I did the light version of Sand Bullet, or whatever the move is called. The Sand Blast, sorry. All 3 versions, light, medium, and heavy, all get drive impact punish countered. The only thing you could do is EX it to be safe. So you can actually punish them if you EX it. So if someone's trying to spam drive impact on you, there you go. That's your play right there. You also get a combo thereafter, but not what we're showing just yet. Another way you can keep yourself safe off of the 1 2 3 is by doing nothing into drive impact. So it is -14, but if someone's just spamming drive impact, you're chilling. But if you manage to get the respect from your opponent, another thing you can do after 1 2 3, or sorry, light, medium, heavy target combo. I just call it 1 2 3. But another thing you can do is heavy flash knuckle. Heavy flash knuckle on a perfect will leave you +4. If you mess up the perfect timing though, however, you'll be if you fully charge it regardless, you can be +4. But if you just do 1 2 3 into like non-perfect, you'll be -4. But just try to get the perfect timing. It's your best bet. Also, one other thing you can do to combat drive impact is doing this straight into super. This gives you a ton of damage. I think this hits for nearly like 50%. Yeah, it's almost like 50%. It doesn't show that it's 50%. It says that it did 4,000 damage on the combo, but that's because it doesn't count the initial 2 hits of the heavy flash knuckle and the gray health. So it actually does 4,800 damage to be exact. All right, enough about the stand jab. Next, we're gonna talk about his crouching jab. Like I said, this is Gatling. Combos on hit up to 3 times. So you can do like jab, 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 light flash knuckle. You can do. It's pretty much his main source of like combo damage. And do other stuff too, but this is like what you're mashing out of. This is what you're using to frame trap. This is pretty much one of your best buttons. Same thing with crouching medium punch, but we'll get into that in a second. Crouching light kick, 5 frame low option. Same thing with his crouching light punch. You're gonna be using this in your light combos a lot. Yeah, you can EX the flash knuckle if you want to get more damage out of your light confirms. Same thing with like if you want to spam crouching light punch and get this, you can do that too. Another thing you can do is cash out and spend the bar to get the DDT at the end. It actually gives you a lot more damage. It does cost 3 bars, but it's something you could look into if you want to do that. Pretty easy to do as well. But if you want to cash out on slightly, like if you just want to cash out on some damage, you also can just, spend your bar like that. That doesn't do as much damage as spending all your bar with the DDT. So I would just say honestly, just go for the DDT if you want more damage. But if you want like corner carry or something else, I would recommend spending your bar off the light punch and going for a combo after. Stand light kick, really good 5 frame punish move. This is one of your best 5 frame punishes, I think. Like if I have Jamie here set to do palm, right? I get a punish counter there. So something easy you could do is crouching. Sorry, not crouching. Stand light kick into light flash knuckle. It gives you a nice little dash in for some Oki. Or if you want to spend some bar, you also get to do light kick into DDT. Gives you some good damage. Or other things you can do is maybe like light kick DP. Maybe DP is like like more of a Ken / Ryu thing to do. Yeah, so like flash knuckle is really Luke's go-to combo ender, which is easy to do I think in combos. So it's something you should be going for. Next buttons we're gonna talk about are his medium buttons. Now his medium buttons are probably some of the best buttons in the game, I think. So stand medium punch is 9 frame startup. So it's relatively fast, but this is your best poke button by far. It moves him forward, so it makes it easy to whiff punish without having to walk forward. It also helps if you don't want to walk forward and accidentally get crouching heavy. Forward medium punch, which is the overhead. You don't want to get this accidentally. It's kind of annoying to get accidentally. So having forward advancing a medium punch button that you can just kind of press and just kind of throw it out there is really nice. It's -3 on block, but if you hit it later on in the active frames, like how I did just then, you can make it -2. It could be pretty much like -1 or 0 on block at best if you want to set it up on Oki, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. You got a way better button for that, which is crouching medium punch. On hit, it does have a target combo. So on the second hit, you can still special cancel into supers, so I can go to level 1, level 2. That was level 2 I just did there, but level 2 and this is level 1. Or you can go into your level 3 super. Pretty easy. Like this is like the easy part of the character. They still want this character to be relatively easy to play. But if you keep mashing stand medium punch, you'll just get the full target combo, which gives you the knockdown. So that's pretty much all there is about the stand medium punch. But I will say you should be using this in neutral. It is really good. It's one of like I said, it's one of his best medium buttons, and it's for a reason. You also get crouching light punch off of it on counter hit, so you can get like this. That works. Or if you want to spin the bar, that too. Like I said, or you could do, if you want to do like a longer combo for some corner carry or something, that works too. Right? So this will work. I dropped it there, but you get the idea. Punish counter obviously gets a little better. Same thing with a lot of his other moves. Punish counter obviously will make them a lot better. You can crouching medium punch instead. So if somebody whiffs something in neutral and you get like a whiff punch with this, crouching medium punch is 100% a better starter. It gives you a way better combo, it gives you knockdown, and it gives you Oki. As you can see, like that was a beautiful punish counter that I got on this, just for kind of like fishing within the neutral. Like they whiffed the jab or they whiff anything or did something just stupid in neutral. Yeah, like, this is always a solid punish you can go for. You can never go wrong with it. Like this is just really just neutral. This is his neutral, literally just this, and you can never go wrong. Like you just have to be able to react to punish counter or counter hit or whatever the case is. But yeah, that's like I said, one of his best buttons. Let's talk about crouching medium punch. This 6 frame startup is +1 on block, so it is pretty spammable, I think. Like if you're up close, you can kind of just throw it out a couple times. If somebody's mashing on you, like obviously you're gonna lose. But if they mess up their jab by even 1 frame, it makes it kind of like really hard. So like right there, we traded. See, we got the trade there because I set it to 1 frame delay. So the person that's mashing on you pretty much has to completely commit to the mash if they want to get you out of like pressing this, which is not really in their favor because you have also a 4 frame, but you're +1, so you're gonna beat them out obviously. So you'll get that. And if you can hit confirm it, you can get this. You know, you get a full combo. So like that's already a really easy frame trap to do. So it's not really, doesn't really have much thought process behind it. It's just like, okay, I'm just pressing my light button after I press my medium button, you know, like, and it worked perfectly fine. Now I'm gonna get to like a little bit higher level stuff on this. It's not like too crazy, but there's something to keep in mind. This kind of just frame traps into itself, which is pretty cool to be honest. So like if somebody's respecting the situation we just spoke about before, where if they're like, okay, I'm not gonna mash on the plus frames, I'm gonna mash after he does the jab. So this is what that situation looks like with Luke. So right there, he's gonna mash, right? You get counter hit anyway. Like it's really hard to like press buttons out of this character's block strings. It's kind of funny how it works because like I'm not even really thinking about trying to frame trap at all. I'm just kind of just pressing the buttons. Like I'll set it to a 2 frame delay even, so you guys like. So whenever you're labbing anything on block, this is just a little side note. You want to roughly set it to add a 2 frame delay on like mashes or like button presses and stuff like that. 2 frame delay is to compensate for human reaction time, like, or you know, so like obviously not everyone's an AI and it's gonna mash out their 4 frame button as soon as they can at frame 1, like as soon as possible. You want to add some delay just to mimic that of a, you know, a real player. So situation still looks the same. It's literally still the same situation. And after this combo that I just did in the corner, if you guys want to steal that, you can do level 1 after the combo. If you get the perfect knuckle, like I just did there, you can go into heavy knuckle into super. That works like a charm. This is probably your highest damage, like not highest damage in the corner. Obviously, you get more than this, but as you can see, it's a really solid combo. Feel free to steal this one and take it. But, he has a lot of routes he can do. Like if you want to like completely cash out, you could do even more than that. Like I just did there. You get nice damage. This is just off a medium button frame trap. Like that's quite literally all I did. Medium button frame trap into 50% of your life gone. If you need to go for the kill with this character, he is not one to mess around with. You could for sure go for the kill at any point with this character and have no issue doing it. So that's the situation there pretty much. Now let's talk about his heavy buttons a bit. So stand heavy punch, I think is a really good button, but it does have some weaknesses. So I feel like this button is something you should only go into if you're going to either just throw a projectile after it, which you should just be committing to because this is not hit confirmable, or unless you see them like with a button, like or if you want to do like a DP punish or whatever, like anything that's pretty much like really like I'm gonna get a free punish here. I'm gonna press this heavy button in a drive rush, or I'm gonna press this heavy button and go into drive rush anyway if I don't know if it's gonna hit or not. If I want to do like this and cause like a strike throw situation. So right there, +5, like right here, off a heavy punch into crouching medium punch, a +5 leaves me in throw range. So this is something that's commonly done. You can do this, and if you don't want to go for the grab here after this, you can just strike again, and then you're still +1 after that, and you still get a stand light kick before they can mash out. You can do like this is like pretty much a common situation, like right there. It's something you could do. That's like a common block string that Luke players will go for the most part. But other than that, stand heavy punch is pretty good when it comes to the punch counters, like I said before. Like if you get the hit, like this is just obviously this is like a little bit of an exaggeration because I'm cashing out on all the meter that I have, but you kind of get the idea, right? Like you can see that this character gets, you know, good reward off of getting the hits that you want. So that's what stand heavy punch is really useful for. But like I said, if you don't really know if they're gonna if you're not really paying attention if they're whiffing the button or not, you just kind of want to throw the button out there. I would just always recommend going into stand heavy punch into medium or heavy sandblast. Heavy sandblast is plus, but it does leave you susceptible to, you know, somebody maybe jumping out. I haven't live this actually. Can someone jump out? Let's see. So I'm gonna do yeah, this is fine. All right. I don't think they could jump out of this actually. I'm pretty sure they get hit. Yeah, they get hit. So you could pretty much always go for heavy punch into heavy sandblast. There's nothing really stopping you from doing it. They can't mash out of it anyway. Like if you just want to put them on crouch, I guess I made him do crouching light jab after block, so he can't even. I deleted it. Hang on. So here, pretty much the same deal. You can't mash out of it. The only thing that I would be concerned about is maybe drive impact. So if you did drive impact, he'll probably be able to. Yeah, no, you can punish that. Yeah, there's pretty much no reason not to go for it. I don't think. Like, the only character that I think that could probably do something about it is maybe like Ken or Ryu with a DP. But if somebody just mashing DP out of your heavy punch and if you just do nothing, they die, right? So, and that's pretty much what I would go for pretty much all the time. Is just that into that. Let's talk about another heavy button that I think is really good. Forward heavy punch. It is -3 on block. I think this button used to be plus, but they changed it since the beta. But it does have a follow-up, and the follow-up afterwards is pretty punishable. It's -19, but you can special cancel it. So if they respect this, then you're free to special cancel, do whatever you want. You're free to go into supers, like I said. This is just kind of the same deal with the double medium punch target combo I was talking about before. You could drive cancel, you can do whatever you want. The first hit is really like what you're going for when it comes to like whiff punishing. So these kind of serve the same purpose. Same thing with like stand heavy punch and forward heavy punch. They kind of serve the same purpose, except that forward heavy punch gives you better reward on the hit. So if you manage to get the stand heavy punch, or sorry, not stand heavy punch, forward heavy punch on counter hit, you get the uppercut. So it works like off of shimmies in the corner. Like if you're up close trying to shimmy somebody and you hit him with one of these, you get a nice little punish combo. So it works like a charm. It's something that you should be doing if you're I keep dropping the combo, but this is something that you should be doing if you're playing Luke. Forward heavy punch is probably one of your best like whiff punishes once you start to get used to the character. And if you're not really paying attention to whether it got whiff punish or not, like let's say you went for it and you got counter hit instead. Counter hit you can go into stand light kick. Sorry, I messed it up there. But right there you can go to stand light kick. So you do this. That's a ton of damage. 30% off of like a pretty easy like saw what happened, got a hit confirm. Like it just works. Like you just can't go wrong with it. Another thing that's cool about it is that you can like in the corner you can get some drive rush cancel stuff. This is pretty cool. But that's pretty much the use of the button. Now another button that we should talk about is back heavy punch. This is kind of like the auto shimmy button that this character has. I haven't found it to be too great, to be honest. I thought it was okay when I first used it, but what seems to happen is that you get grabbed out of it a lot for using it. So here I'll do like on the on the second hit I'll make them yeah, okay, normal throw on the second hit. So like a common situation in games would be something like this. So right there you teched it. Let's say I'm like, okay, he keeps teching my throw, I'm trying to use my auto shimmy button. Right there it works, you know, like that's just something that just works when people are, you know, like expecting the throw. That's what the button is designed for pretty much. And you do get crouching heavy punch off of it, and it is special cancelable too. So if you just like you could just do whatever you want after it. You could do this into flash knuckle, but that into heavy punches, or that into crouching heavy punch is probably your best bet. So like this crouching heavy punch, mess it up. That's probably your best bet right there to get your launcher. But if I'm gonna add some delay to it, and you could see that once the delay kind of gets a certain, once you like put it on like 2-frame delay, which is roughly human time, like human, I guess, reaction time or whatever, or human delay time, I guess. You see I'm getting grabbed out for trying to use it. So it's something that you can get grabbed out of. So just be wary when you use it. Next thing I want to talk about is the heavy kicks. So stand heavy kick is a pretty decent button. It's not like one of his best buttons or anything like that, but it's something that can be used. And I'll show you its uses. But first, let's talk a little bit about it. 10-frame startup, it is -5 on block. So if you use it up close, it's not very good. You're going to get punished by like a crouching jab. But if you use it a little further away like this, I was able to get it to a -2. So it's not terrible on block, but this button is not special cancelable. You can't really do anything off of it. Its use comes from like pretty much space traps, and I think Luke is like the king of space traps in this game. So a common situation would be like this. So like a little block string in the corner into the stand heavy kick leaves me -2. It's like the spacing that you pretty much want. And the reason this is good is because if someone wants to block like the first 3 hits and they're like, okay, the block string is done, and they try to press something or do anything, then this is what happens. So on regular hit, you get a combo. as you saw there. Right, I get crouching light jab into light flash knuckle. Nice little combo for you. But you can get a little more if you want to spend a little bit of bar. So it's not something I think you should be spending your bar on. But if you manage to like react to the hit and maybe want to look for the kill or something, it is a situation that you could find yourself in. Now let's say they press something and they got like counter hit, maybe it doesn't really offer too much more. So on counter hit you can get your crouching light jab, or crouching medium jab, sorry. Crouching heavy would work, but it just doesn't leave you close enough at that range, so you'd have to go for this. You get slightly more damage on counter hit. Now punish counter, this move is very different. It actually launches and its options afterwards are pretty limited. You can't really drive rush into anything off of it. There's not really much to be done, right? The only thing you could really go into are like special moves after, so you can go for a heavy DP. You can go for sorry, not medium flash knuckle. You can go for a light flash knuckle if you're just reacting a little late. But the most optimal, I guess, punish quote unquote I found is going into this here. Like the EX flash knuckle. But using the bar after the EX flash knuckle is really the play, because you get a lot of damage off of it. Oh, sorry. You get a lot of damage off of it. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping it. Going to the DDT, you get like 30%. Yeah, roughly 30%. It's pretty good. That's pretty much the solid stuff as far as his heavy buttons go. Now I'm going to talk about his projectiles. Sorry, not his projectiles, but his game plan a little bit. While mixing in some special moves in there, here and there. So his projectile, he is a Shoto character, so you want to play him like projectile, throw some projectiles in there, get some DPs in there, to chip away at your opponent or make them make a mistake. Because you really want people to be jumping at you and you want to be DPing them out the air, get them annoyed, and then forcing them to play this mid-range game with you, because this is where he's strong. So like I spoke about before, that medium punch is very strong. Same thing with the target combos and the supers. Same thing with his like up close block pressure. If you manage to get close, he's good. So that we spoke about the frame traps and stuff already. I don't need to really go over that much. We spoke about the space traps. So like when he's doing stuff like this, really hard to get in his range and get really on top of him or really dictate the pace of the match. He's a really hard character to fight against, because I think his space control is just really good. A few buttons that I actually didn't talk about, but I'll talk about here right now, is crouch medium kick. Crouching medium kick is pretty much your the low forward, pretty much the regular Shoto low forward. Not really much to say about it besides like obviously go for it. Do crouching medium kick into your dash combo. This is just something that you should be doing on Luke. It's a really good combo starter, especially since it's a low starter. So whenever people are trying to back away from your strike throw situations, they'll probably be walking back, flipping with the low. Now I'm in there, I get my combo right. Stand medium kick, also one of his better pokes. Like I think it's one of his best pokes, to be honest. So you really just play neutral, tying in these two pokes, right? Like I'm doing this or I'm doing this. You're doing one or the other pretty much. Like when it comes to the pokes, just be careful because people can do drive impact. But these pokes do have relatively low recovery. So if you like manage to hit a drive impact with one of these, you usually are safe to pretty much drive impact back. Not safe, but you will find yourself in those situations. So just pay attention. But pretty much that's Luke's game plan. You want to throw some projectiles, get some anti-airs, and once you get him in the corner, or let's say you get like a favorable situation, like a combo or something, you want to try to push him more towards the corner. And when you're in the corner, this is where you're winning. He does have a throw loop, so that's what you should be going for. Throw loop, yada yada yada. We spoke about this before in the other guys. Hit throw loop, DP when they jump out the corner, or DP when they jump straight up. Either or works pretty much. Now I'm gonna give you guys like a quick little combo that you guys should be using. So I'm gonna bring this like in the corner because it makes it easier for me to show the route. But if you manage to get any hits mid screen, what you should be going for is medium flash knuckle. So you can get if you get the perfect medium flash knuckle, you can get the light perfect flash knuckle into the heavy flash knuckle. So like I just showed there, I just did the combo. Let's see if I can do it again. I do drop it sometimes, but for the most part I can get it. I'll drop it. But this is the combo you should be going for, because medium flash knuckle is pretty much your best starter, or your best into, I guess, because medium flash knuckle lets you get drive rush heavy punch into perfect heavy flash knuckle, and that's important for this reason. So if you manage to hit this, you do get a safe jump. I messed it up there, but this does safe jump. Let's see if I can show you guys here. That's a safe jump right there. I didn't set him to do wake up DP, but it does safe jump. So mid screen you get a safe jump, so you don't need really corner positioning to get a safe jump. He's pretty much one of the only characters I think I've been able to find like a mid-screen safe jump like that. They can obviously tech backwards, but you know it still works. It still works out for you. You know, you still got a mid-screen safe jump. Um, so that's pretty much the game plan of the character. You get your hits, and you want to try to go into medium flash knuckle on your combos. If you do manage to get them in the corner though, you want to substitute this for light flash knuckle. Medium flash knuckle kind of loses its purpose in the corner because it knocks them out of the corner. You don't want that. You want to do light flash knuckle. But one special move that I haven't talked about yet, which I will just briefly mention because I also feel like this is important in his combos. If you manage to hit somebody with a medium flash knuckle, you can go into run into overhead. It does give better Oki if you miss out on the drive rush, heavy punch, heavy flash knuckle. So like if you don't want to do the heavy flash knuckle, doing the run into the overhead is a pretty good thing to go for. Run is not really mentioned for Luke a lot, but one thing I will note that is kind of important with the character is that EX run does let you go into level 2 super mid screen. So if you do manage to get one of the hits, you could do like that. It makes it easy to get your level 2 because you can struggle to get level 2 super on this character. It's one of the ways I found to get into level 2. There's other ways to get into it, but this is one of the ways I found. Also, another thing about run is that it does have armor, so you can armor through something. Armor starts at frame 3. So if somebody does, I don't know, like any fake block string pressure that you want to just kind of armor through and just kind of get in, you can do that. He does work out like you can just get in and just pretty much delete somebody for trying to zone you out. He also has really good jump ins. I didn't really mention his jump ins too much, but jump medium kick, really good cross up jump in. Jump heavy punch hits pretty low, to be honest. It hits deceptively low. Like you see how early I kind of pressed that jump in and it hits like really good jump in. Same thing with jump heavy kick. They both hit pretty low. I think jump heavy punch has a better angle if the opponent is directly below you, but that's important. And when it comes to defense, he does have a DP, EX DP to get people off of you. And if you're in the corner getting throw looped, a solid thing you can do to get out of the corner or not deal with throw loops is forward jump into fully charged flash knuckle in the air. This is something that's completely underrated. You should be doing this to get out of throw loops in the corner. It gets you out of terrible situations. So you can start to mix up your options on defense, whether it's like DP, mash, trying to tech the throw them in the corner, right? Or you could do wake up forward jump into a flash knuckle out the corner. That's pretty much all I got. I don't want this video to reach too long, like half an hour or something like that. So I'm gonna just cut it short here. I feel like there is more to talk about the character. So if anything, I will make a tips and tricks guide for him. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys want to see next, whether it's like another guide or gameplay or whatever it is. But other than that, take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.